Okay, so we're back here in the bottom. We do have some requests to do, but I'm not going to do those yet. Not until we actually start grinding for, I guess, the end. Let's move up to the last boss as much as we can. We're going to be taking this team with us because, well, the last boss has an odd quirk about it where it absorbs everything but piercing attacks. Yeah. So, with Ken, Yukari, and I guess here, we have nothing but pierce attacks. But of course, not everybody is the same level. So we're going to have to try to manage that as much as possible. I guess it's a little bit lower. Yukari is probably going to be a little bit higher. Oh, Ken's the same level. Okay. Well, those are our healers, so that's pretty good. And I don't think there's anything more complicated than that. Really, though, I missed a few... I think I missed a couple of new enemies downstairs, but I'm not worried about it right now. There's probably going to be repeating of the same ones up here. Let's just go ahead and get out a spear. I don't want the one that uses wind attacks. That's not going to do us any good. Let's just do our normal enemy attack right now. We can switch out when the boss comes. Now, it's not necessarily super easy, because it can do a bunch of weird stuff. Namely, it can enrage you, which could be bad. And it's got some, you know, fairly powerful attacks, mostly the almighty attacks. Megalodon and stuff like that. Let's see what we got around here. Now, I expect the enemies to actually be pretty high.
There are 3 of them. Strike first.
Okay, I actually saw these downstairs.
Give me a sec. I'll scan the target.
Emperor beetles. Does this guy resist strikes? He's strong, but not repel. Oh, okay.
I'll show you my true
Blocks physical, or at least piercing.
This thing won't give up. Here.
I don't really know typically what these things are weak to.
Akihiko Senpai might be good against it.
Oh, okay.
Persona!
Bye.
Let us strike while the iron's hot. Can't miss.
Well, that's a rather simple way of getting through it. Oh. That's actually good. It's better that we had the attack. That finishes it off.
Good job.
I don't know why, but you have a much higher chance of doing the shuffle. Sure. Alright, that's still pretty decent experience. Not as good as it would have been if it was a 10 wand, but hey, not bad. I'm still going to be avoiding mixed enemies because, well, it complicates things to the point where you don't necessarily feel safe doing it, especially if they have instant death attacks or group attacks or something like that. Ooh. Party members almost got my way there. I'm not gonna worry about it. It's fine. Oh. Just some old enemies. Oh, something I didn't show. I forgot to show what that that gem did that we got from what's his name? The Mystic Rock. Nullifies piercing damage. That's not necessarily something we need. The slashing one happened to show up at a time where we were needing to avoid slashing damage, so that was quite good. Actually, which persona was that on? This guy? I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay, we have some new enemies here. Wrathful Books.
Give me a sec. I'll scan the target.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and assume that these guys are weak to fire, as that is quite often the case with these. I don't really have anybody that's good with fire, with the exception of this guy. Whatever. Let's waste all of our SP. They may not be weak to fire anyway.
Enemy defeated.
Nope. They are.
Another enemy down. Nice.
And this is why you do kind of want to keep around the multi-target attacks. The single-target attacks are obviously superior on bosses. To either focus down a single target or to just hit the one. Skata. Vigorate 3, huh? Ooh. I don't think there's any real reason to have power charge. No. Oh, hang on, she's got a good strength. We'll get rid of power charge. Cheese Dick. Good. He's still got a lot of levels to go.
My level.
Shut up, robot. Ooh, a lot of money. Alright, now we have to go back. Because the Reaper's probably going to show up soon, and that would be bad news. I'm not even going to pay attention to that down there. I wonder how close it is. Small enemies are bad. There's a guy. I don't know what they're talking about. A lot of these dice are the same, or a lot of these enemies are the same. Okay, now we're up to the Minotaur 1.
Give me a sec. I'll scan the target.
Let's try the tried and true.
Good choice. The enemy is down. Here's our chance for an all-out attack.
Well, that did work.
I'll show you my true self. This thing won't give up. Watch this.
It'd be funny if it had multiple weaknesses.
Please help me.
Oh, it might.
It has multiple weaknesses.
It does. 74, it's not that high. Welcome to most of the game, you there, I guess. Oh, that's not good. That's alright.
My hands are tied.
You don't have hands. Well, you got one. Still not hands.
Only one enemy left.
Don't evade. Come on, bro. Oh, shit. Goodbye.
I won't lose. This thing won't give up. My hands are tied.
And my hit evasion rate was up. Oh, God. Oh, good thing she blocks it.
I'll show you my true power.
I actually think that's a piercing attack.
This thing won't give up. My hands are tied.
You know what?
It has multiple.
Okay, let's just hit it with something else. Yeah. It's kind of rough.
The enemy is getting strong.
Let's avoid those things from now on. And that was terrible experience. Whatever, Jatayu. If I had to guess, I would say that the item that Melchizedek's going to make is going to be the strike attack blocker.
Yes, yes, yes. My skill level has increased.
Not having much luck with the shuffles here. That's fine. We're getting enough experience from these things that it's not a disaster if we don't get a shuffle. Sometimes early in the game it was worth to risk the entire battle just to try to get a shuffle instead of having somebody else finish it for you. Rather, I mean, I would play or fight the battle unoptimally to get a shuffle rather than to simply defeat the enemy as fast as possible. Let's just go up. Alright, I don't see any enemies. Let's keep going. Sometimes when they say the enemies are getting stronger, they're not actually doing... Whoa, 52. That is pretty close. Get out of my way. These are actually mostly the same enemies, so I don't think they actually are getting stronger. I don't think I've seen an actual new one since we moved up that one floor. There's a treasure in there. Of course, we do need to fight enemies. Although we might be able to take the boss right now. I think we have enough hit points. Ooh, spear. That's really the rub there, is having enough hit points to survive the boss's random almighty attacks. And then having enough SP to heal through it, which is, you know, almost a given at this point. No treasure. If anything, I'll just cut and grind off screen. I'm not seeing any new enemies. There's maybe like one of the small group new enemies, but as of now, I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, I was hoping for money. Money is basically what I need at this point. Just for fusing stuff. That's not like a dire problem. I mean, I can always just run up grabbing chests as I go a few times. There we go. Any easy to snag treasures? There's one over there. If there's anything I don't need, it's my pots or gems. There's lots of things I don't need. Rancid gravies. Don't need no rancid gravies. I'm surprised we haven't gotten a, social link up yet. I don't know. Come on, turn around. Holy shoes. Let's see what those do. Evade Pierce High. Whatever. I definitely have more evade. Ooh. Gold chest. Maybe it'll be a bead chain or an attack mirror or something. And even that was something we'd seen before. Earth badge. I imagine that that's an upgraded version of the space badge. A little bit. I'm guessing that's it. Okay, I don't need to go that way. There's the stairs. Go for the gusto. One more floor. Yep. And of course they didn't give me an easy stairway. Whatever. That's what you get with random layouts. Turn around. Okay. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to go back down, save, And, well, I'm going to try it, see if I can actually do it at this level. Or it seems like I'm going to do it at this level. If I can't, I'll grind and be back when I can actually do it. I also want to go down to replenish my SP and do a setup. And then I'll be back. Okay. So, I've got that pokey guy equipped. I'm gonna do a little bit of a gamble and let myself be open to the rage stuff. I've got Yukari with the drop near because, well, if worse comes to worse, she's gonna have to heal. I've got, I guess, well, I'll show him first. I've got him with that spear I just picked up because it's pretty strong, and a Sigma drive, just because you don't want to have anybody with counters or anything like that. And, well, I've got her with the Earth badge, which whatever, it's all the same. And of course I've got the Gungnir. Let's try this out.
The Hanged Man. That's this Guardian's Arcana.
Okay, so this is the Jotun of Grief.
Give me a sec. I'll scan the target.
I'm just going to go ahead and put Yukari on heal
Leave it to
support.
me.
I'm actually going to put him on conserve
I
SP,
understand.
and I don't think she has any attacks that don't do anything. I've also got the thing that increases the critical hit rate. So, how's our turn order? I don't know. Let's just try for a crit immediately.
The enemy's off balance. Attack! Let us strike while the iron's hot.
I'm gonna let him go. I like this turn order the way it is doing that. I'm gonna power charge. Mike is charged up.
The enemy's returned to normal. I won't lose.
That's actually an incredibly good turn order
Wind attack
for us.
must be eliminated. Please help me.
You can see we're not doing too much damage. I could do a weary thrust, but I don't see the point.
I'll show you my true power.
Come on, Yukari. I mean, it's a good idea, in theory.
Persona!
Oh. Well, I need to make her stop doing that.
Please help me.
It's a good idea, though. Block.
I'll show you my true power. Defeat it.
I'm not gonna argue with that, Yukari.
Go down. The enemy is still alive. Oh, crap.
I'm not gonna argue with that.
I won't lose. Defeat it. Hasta la vista. Enemy is still alive. Please help me.
Okay, this is where the rages start coming into play. I don't think there's anything we can actually do. I'm gonna try using a magic mirror, since I have a ton of them. See if it'll block the status effect.
I won't lose.
It doesn't block that stuff, so it probably won't.
Defeat
It was a good try, though.
it. Need your help.
She's so weak that this is actually being really good. Her getting rid of our status effects.
Oh, crap.
Alright. Yeah, crit.
Nice one. The enemy's off balance. Let us strike while the eye.
Nope.
Understood.
Really, I'm just doing that so he doesn't get a turn.
The enemies return to normal. I won't lose.
The fact that Yukari hasn't had to heal yet is hilarious.
I won't go down. The enemy is still alive. Please help me.
She's doing like 60% of what everybody else is doing. Yeah, there we go.
I won't lose.
That was exactly what we needed there.
Defeat it.
Now the rage is that would actually be good, but I don't want to get rage.
Eliminated. Please help me.
Crit.
Yes, the enemy's down. Attack again. Let us strike while the eye. Understood.
Yep. Pretty easy. This is the first try, by the way.
The enemies return to normal.
You might guess by the fact that Aegis is so weak.
Defeat it. I won't go down. The enemy is still alive. Please help me.
I remember this being rather simple, but I didn't expect well. Oh. I wasn't expecting a flawless victory.
I'll show you my true power. Defeat it. I won't go down.
And
The enemy is
it's
still
probably what this is
alive.
going to be. Yep. Absolutely no damage. We get a fine statuette. It's just a thing that you sell, I think. And that is actually the last of the normal bosses of Tartarus. Yeah, you can do it. So I guess the only thing left to do in Tartarus now is to do grinding for personas and money and things like that, and to fulfill the requests. We have Judgment 9. What do we got here? Soma. Oh, that guy also has Spearmaster. This is why I'm using a spear. Plus, the spear was the strongest weapon I had. Okay. Very efficient. Yep. And we all know what that means. It occurs to me that the counterattacks might not have been such a bad idea, because that Primal Force is clearly a piercing attack since Aegis blocks it. Although she might block multiple ones. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Yep. Faith. Yeah. Win the battle. And for that, we get the maximum level of the Judgment Social Link. We haven't even made a persona of this yet, but we will soon. The first one we can get is Anubis, which we've seen a couple times in the fusion menus. And now we can create Messiah, who is actually required for a request. So, yeah, we're going to need to get really high level for that. But that's not going to be a problem. It's just going to be a matter of time and grinding. Nothing too terribly difficult. The Savior. Re-examine this thingy. Locked. And there's nothing else up here. No things. This looks like a pipe organ. I'm not trying to talk to you. I'm trying to talk to this machine above here. Yeah. So, the last boss is one of the easiest bosses in the game, if you know what you're doing. If you bring in, you know, I was gonna say Junpei, but Junpei actually does have a piercing attack, I believe. If you bring in Akihiko, for example, and Mitsuru, you're gonna be in pretty bad shape. Okay, I'm gonna save it and see what else I can do here. And then, well, I'll be back if I've got anything interesting to do here. Otherwise, we're going to be heading out of Tartarus after I do a little bit of grinding. Because I might as well, since I have a limited time frame in which to grind.